Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Intel 25 here. The thing was, I had to change my name so people can look up the name easier. So this name will stay for those who subscribe. Um, I kind of want to touch base on a game called Metroid Dread, as you can see. Metroid Dread is one of those games that's only a Nintendo's exclusive, and I kind of want to bring my thoughts on it and talk about it and how the game is. Is it worth it in 2023? Yes. It is one of those games that if you are a big Metroid fan and you're one of those Metroidvania type people, this game is worth it in 2023. And I have no doubt. I don't know if it, honestly, I don't know. I know news outlet report that it did well. Some say it didn't, some say it did. For me personally, I think it is a personally good game. It is worth it in 2023. And I have played other Metroid games. I have played other Metroid games and stuff like that. So for this game right here, yeah, I enjoyed it. I like it. I have not beat it personally because, of course, you know, when they're bringing out new games and stuff, it apparently, when they do new games and stuff, they don't, you know, they bring out new games. I'm sorry, they bring out new games, but the game per se, you move on to other games. I'm sorry, you move on to other games when new game come out. So Kids Friday, as of this video, keep an eye out for my next video for Mario, the Mario game, Mario Wonder. We'll be doing my take on that and my view on that and my review on that. How does Metroid Dread works in 2023? It's actually a pretty good game. The only difference is that I know people don't like in this game is, I will say honestly, it's my take too, which is I don't like all the. I understand adding. They could have added one robot in there to chase you around, but to add, excuse me, but to add all like each section is different. It was a little weird, but the storyline is really good. As you can see, I'm playing it. So let's get into the nitty gritty. I don't want to keep talking and stuff like that. I know you guys want to see a little gameplay, little stuff. That's why you're on my channel to take a look at it and stuff. So let's get started. We're gonna go to extra here. We're gonna go out gallery. Oh wow, okay. I haven't unlocked anything, I guess, apparently. Okay, so alright, let's go to mission log. So as you can see, I did a lot of mission logs and stuff. I added a lot of stuff into it so that when you're, you know, see what's going on in the game and stuff like that. I apologize, my voice is a little weird right now. Okay, so we're gonna go back out. This is my personal game right here, so I'm not gonna play from the beginning. I'm just gonna start from my data and show you guys a little gameplay, show it around a little bit, see how it runs, and if it's worth it in 2023, and if it's a hit or miss. So here we go. It does give you a little. It does give you a little tutorial here of what to do when you're running around and stuff like that. So you're not like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Yeah, you're gonna know what to do at the beginning of the game, definitely. But as far as this game, it kind of just gives you a little intake of what to do and stuff like that in the game. So, okay, here's my character. Here's Samus, aka Metroid. So this is the save room I'm running around in. So as you can see, I already had unlocked the suit about a while back. I just can't remember where I stopped off at, but I do know I have a few little stuff I can do. Like, you know, I ain't unlocking this, which is pretty cool. You don't get this till later on in the game. So let's get going. Ah! Ah! And you can charge it a you can charge a little okay, there we go. I did unlock the double jump. So you have to find in any Metroid game, you pretty much have to find your armor, your weapons, and stuff like that. Because when you pretty much start off, some Metroid games you start off where you have full armor, so to kind of give you a little bit of taste of what your armor is going to be, what your weapons are going to be. But you get them stripped away. You get it stripped away, and you have to go through the game and find your armor and everything and stuff like that. So we're gonna. So right now I can do damage while I'm in my little while I'm jumping around. You can't get your little ball here, which is pretty cool. I like how they did the 3D aspect of it. Like it kind of zooms in on the camera and then it backs out. I thought that was a pretty good take on it, on the game and stuff like that. So I like how the game plays. I really do, and I hoping the reason I'm kind of bringing this game to life because I really want to see people try to play this kind of games and stuff. I know many people don't like these kind of games, but as for me, I do. You know. Oh boy. Like I said, I haven't played in a while, so unfortunately. So let's see here. Yeah, let's get over here. Ah! Okay. So this game kind of takes place after another game. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I don't remember the other game. But it came out on the GBA, I believe it was. I never played that version of the game, but this is the continuation of that game. Unfortunately, this game came out like years later, and the GBA came out a long while ago. So for this game to come out now, and I think personally they should have came out with a whole new storyline versus going off on an old game. You can probably find the game on the eShop for like maybe $12, probably like that, maybe $7. Anything like that. I don't think there's anything crazy like $20, so you could probably pick it up for that price. So as you can see, you can morph into the ball and stuff like that. As in any game, you can turn into the ball here. You can slide, double jump. So here I unlocked everything pretty much almost in the game, as you can see. So as you can see, I pretty much, like I said, I unlocked everything in the game. So it's not like I just kind of went back with everything. So that I came out of the elevator, so I kind of went back and everything. So as you can see, the map is in my screen here at the very top. So you can kind of see where the map. So let me see if I can pull up the map here. There we go. Okay, as you can see, it's a big map. If you played anything like Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, that's a really good one. You might want to check that out. They have that on the iPhone. If you want to check that out, I did play it on the iPhone. I did play it on the PlayStation back in the day. So that's just a really good example. The reason I kind of bring it up Castlevania, Symphony of the Night, because this game kind of revolves around it a little bit. So I mean, this game came out. I know Metroid came out first, but it's just giving it the aesthetics of how the game looks and how it plays. So pretty much, if you're into Castlevania, basically, side scrollers were pretty popular back in the 80s and the 90s. So you're gonna see a lot of them on the market. So this is one basically catered to the audience like me, back in the 80s, 90s, and that wanted that how you say, old school style of, Castlevania side scroll type game. And this is where that comes from. And for a lot of new gamers that are out there, some of you may like it, some of you may not like it. It depends. So I can't really per se on that. It depends on how you guys are out there and stuff like that. But for people like me that grew up at that time, we were into stuff like this. This came out on the Nintendo, the original Nintendo. That's how far, you know, the Metroid franchise has gone out to be. So as you can see the map here, stuff like that. You can zoom out, you know. You really, and then if I'm all the way up here at the Graviton, whatever you call it. Sorry. You can zoom in and out. So I only got 47 items unlocked in this map. So as you can see, the map is pretty huge. So each section, you know, you can go to any section in the game. I think they have. Let me see if I can pull up the global here. Let me see here. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, I'm way over here. So let me see if I can zoom in here. If it, like each section, I've only unlocked 14 on this one. I've only unlocked 35, 68, 57, 46, 47%. So you can kind of go back, like any Metroid game, you can kind of go back and view like get the items and stuff like that. As you can see, like the little triangle here that I have on the map here, I kind of put those there to locate certain items in the game. So if you want to go back for that, so if you want to go back to that item, you can. So that's why that's why you kind of see little squares here. Let's see here. Let me click on. Okay, there we go. So yeah, as you can see, I did mark it, so I don't want to take that marker away, but that's where those markers are to give an idea of where I want it to be, or if I want to unlock something, or I can go back to that area and unlock it later on once I unlock the further power-ups on that game. So that's what I did on this one. So that's why you see those little squares there. So let's get started down there and see where we can go. Ooh, come on, there we go. I know I'm kind of getting my butt kicked here a little bit, so, but I haven't, like I said, I haven't played in a while, so. Can I slide? Yeah, there we go. I think the ball looks pretty cool. I like how the ball looks when she's in her ball form. The another game I'm gonna do a review on is Metroid Prime. Subscribe to my channel on that one. I'm definitely gonna subscribe to my channel, like and subscribe to this video. Like I said, I'm gonna do a lot of reviews on games, my personal reviews. I'm gonna be promoting games too, to where people are going to bring. I want to bring certain games to the light where people have missed out on or they want to buy. Unfortunately, Nintendo Switch games are very hard to get. Because once you go, they are hard to get and they're very expensive. So that's unfortunately where that's how Nintendo games are. They never go. They really very rarely go on sale. So when you buy those games or when it comes out, make sure you pick it up if it's a particular game you want. I do have several games that I did buy and that I wanted, and I made sure I bought it because once you try to go to GameStop, which is true, you try to go to GameStop, good luck trying to find it. You can find them on like eBay, which I highly suggest not doing secondhand markets because people tend to overprice and they try to get on market on the whoop. Sorry about that. So people try sorry about that. People tend to overprice and try to get extra money and stuff like that. So there's a couple of games I've had to buy, which unfortunately I had to pay real money, major money just to get because I missed out on it. And like I said, you do not want to miss out on certain games and stuff like that, because if you want to buy, if you're into the Nintendo Switch, then yeah, I would suggest trying to make sure you pick those games up you want. So don't miss out on any kind of games that you want to get your hands on, and you don't want to mess it up and say, oh well, I missed out on it, and kick yourself in the pants for it. So Okay, let's see here. Uh-oh. See, this is, I mean, I like how I got some of the power up, which is pretty cool. You know, as you can see, I kind of wanted to give you that, how the game runs when you unlock most of your powers. I didn't want to kind of start at the beginning because you're going to be like, well, I don't want to see that. I mean, that's kind of boring. I got to go through that myself. So, you know, oh, come on, you little thinker. Sorry about that. Come on. Alright, there we go. I'm trying to remember how to get the grapple, because you can grapple in this game. Okay, this little sucker keeps coming over here. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to remember how to grapple my fault. Oh, there we are. Is that it? Ah, okay. Ah! Okay. Sorry about that. I know I'm kind of like... let's see here. Ah! I wish I hadn't stopped playing this game and... Okay, there we go. Okay, let's try that. Okay, that worked. I'll take that. Okay. So you can go down. What the heck was that? What just happened? If y'all can tell me what happened, maybe I'll figure it out, but that was weird. Okay, I'm going that way. Ooh. Oh, that sucked. Well, I tried to make that one. There we go. Made it that time. Okay, now this is getting a little redundant. But as you come through the game, you're gonna, like, if you leave the area and you come back, the enemies respawn. So, if you're not into that kind of thing, unfortunately, that's how the game is. That's how they made the game. So, I think personally, my personal preference, as you can see, I bought the game. So, is it worth it? Yes. Is it worth it? Was it a hit or miss? It was a hit as far as, let me clarify that. The reason why I say both, hit or miss, because the first, like, I like how they did the Metroid game. I like how they made it. I like how it does and everything. It's just that I'm a little disappointed that they didn't have, like, it's kind of like a whole new storyline, but it still went off of the previous game of the storyline. And I kind of wish that there was a whole new storyline starting from scratch instead of being like, oh, let's go ahead and bring in this game and continue the story, which they sat on it since the GBA. And that's the part where I'm kind of like conflicted on, because if a game, because everybody said that Metroid game did very, very well, and the problem is that when they don't continue their games and stuff like that, and they sit on it for such a long time, and they sit on it for such a long time. That's the problem with. That's why I don't think that I think they should have just made a game from the very beginning, and you know, I think they should have just did a game from the very beginning and just said, okay, we're just gonna make a game from the very beginning from scratch, you know what I mean, and not continue it off of the story. And that's the part where I'm kind of a little disappointed on, that they kind of like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And I'm like, that's where it was a hit. It's a hit. The game is good. It's better than any other side-scroll Metroid game, but that's where they kind of hit it, missed it. Because now it's like, okay, let's do this, and I'm like, I don't think they should have just did that. They should have just, like I said, personally, they should have just made a whole new storyline and gone from there. but it's nice that it kind of gives it to where the previous people like that supported the game and it continues the storyline. It kind of gives them that closure of what happened in this game and the final game and stuff like that. So it kind of gives them that closure, which I think that's pretty awesome on that, you know. So for people that haven't played it, like me, that haven't played the previous game, you're kind of like wondering, what happened? You know, you're like, well, I don't know, and you kind of gotta just read about it. I know they kind of released the older game on the eStore, but the problem is, I think I think they should have just built that game from the ground up, redid it like this one, redid it, gave it a new coat of paint, everything. And I think it would have done. I think it would have done really, really well. You know, people like me or you, we would have bought it, and then came out with this game, did the same thing. You know, the way it looks now and everything. And I think that would have scored really, really big on a lot of Metroid fans. And that's what I personally think on that take. So that's my take. You know, but ooh. Oh, sucker! So, I'm gonna say, is this game worth it in 2023? Yeah. And should you buy it? Yeah, because it's a game you don't want to sit on if you're in the type of game. Like I said, unfortunately, like I said, with Nintendo games, you sit on them, they send to sell out, and if you have a hard time finding it, good luck. You know, you'd have to, like I said, you would have to buy it on the secondhand market on eBay, which most of us don't want to do, and I sure don't like doing that. Because you know, that person just trying to rip you off on games and stuff like that you want, and they're taking advantage of it. That's why I don't support scalpers and stuff like that. Sometimes you have to just to get what you want, but do you really want to support them? No. Do you want to do you really want to buy that game at MSRP and at the normal price than trying to buy it from a scalper that charge like 80, 100 or even $200 for that game? Which, if it's an old game, I could see maybe worth the $200 if you really want it. It depends on your pocketbook and my pocketbook. Do I really want to pay that for that game? No. So with that being said, you know, this game is worth it. Pick it up if you can buy it. If you find it for cheap, go for it. More than likely, Metroid games don't go for cheap, which is Nintendo games. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to pay the price for it if you missed out on it. There is a way to lock on, oh, there we go. So, that's my thought and take. Should you buy this game? Yes. Like I said before, I keep saying it. Just buy this game. I keep losing my train of thought. Sorry about that. Should you buy this game? Yes. It is worth it. In the end, you know, you're going to be happy with what you have. You're going to get hours of it. Maybe 20, 30 hours. Maybe 30 hours out of it. You get replay value out of it. So you probably get maybe about a couple hours out of it, you know, if you're into these type of games. You know, if you sit down really, you could probably get about 20, maybe 20 hours. But if you want to do everything, find everything, I'm looking at about 30 hours. So that's why I said 30. Like I said, I haven't locked everything in the game. So if you want to give it about 30, I say 30 hours. It's a pretty good solid game. If you can find it for cheap, my thing is, if you can find it on the secondhand market, you can probably get it for about $30, maybe 40, if that. That's even being generous, maybe 40. And if you missed out on this game, you know, it sucks when you miss out on a game. So, like I said, hit or miss. It's not a hit and it's not a miss. You know, Metroid game. A lot of people don't like the kind of game. So for me, if you really want the game, go for it. It really is a good game, and it has a very good story, and it's a continuation from the last game. I just can't remember. I'm sorry for those of you that I don't remember the name of the game. I apologize about it. It's been a while. So this game is a continuation, like I said. So for the most part, it is worth it in 2023 to pick up. Yeah. So kudos to that. So this is gonna be into my video. I kind of rambled on a little bit. Kind of want to show you a little gameplay. I know I didn't show much of it, but I hope it was enough to convince you to pick it up, pick this game up, give it a try, and the boss battles are pretty good too. You're gonna die a lot in the boss battles, so it's those type of games where you're gonna constantly die too. So if you're gonna into those Dark Souls type games too, well, which I don't like comparing it, you're gonna die a lot. So it is worth it in 2023. So I say pick it up. It is worth it. Give it a try. And like and subscribe if you like this video. Like and subscribe if you like what I had to say. If you like my review. If you like what I'm saying, give it a shot. And I'll see you guys on the next video. You guys stay awesome and be safe out there. And see you on my next video.